You know, it's nice to be here, man. I'm Canadian. This is a dream come true, you know? Oh, yeah. Just for Laughs is on TV 24/7 growing up, you know? Like, it's different to be here. It's nice. It's nice to be here. Because when I told my parents that I was coming here, they didn't understand. I have two old immigrant parents who are Portuguese. And when I told them I was coming to do Just for Laughs, my dad thought I was coming to do Just for Laughs gags. And he was so much more happier when he thought that, too. Like, I told him, I go, Daddy, I'm going to Just for Laughs in Montreal, biggest festival in the world. He goes, I know Just for Laughs. Holy shit, for real? You're gonna trick all the people? You're gonna be the police guy, grab them? How do people still fall for that guy? It's been the same Just for Laughs cop for 20 years, arresting everybody and then pointing at cameras, you know? Those were one of those shows that I used to watch when I used to smoke weed and come home and my parents would be watching. I'd be like, I could watch this right now, you know? People falling for tricks and shit. Like, you know, it's funny that we grow up and the world changes around us because we live in a special country. Like, we're about to legalize weed in Canada. You know how beautiful that is to all of us? Like, even in this room, smoke it, clap if you never smoked weed. Let me hear you don't like it, it's not your thing. 4 people. But clap if you have smoked weed and you do like it. Let me hear you right now. Hey, you hear how much happier the second group was than the first group of people? Because people smoke weed, it's crazy, man. Like, I mean, especially if you've got Canadian parents, it's much different than if you've got immigrant parents. I've got immigrant parents. I couldn't tell them that I was smoking weed. You've got Canadian parents. They might not like it, but they know what it is. You come home and your mom, Matthew, are you smoking pot? I knew you were smoking pot. I bought a box of Joe Louis last night. The whole box is gone. And you're like, oh, shit, she knows, eh? But I couldn't do that with immigrant parents. I couldn't come home to immigrant parents high. I used to have to lie with stupid shit like I went swimming. I used to come home and tell my mom, Mom, I went swimming. That's why your eyes red? Yeah. You tired? Yeah. You hungry? I'm starving, Mom. Oh, my God. All that swimming, you know? And there were funny days that I got away with it, and then one day I didn't get away with it, and she found out that I was smoking weed, and I came home to a whole different mom, and it was one of the most intense situations of my life. I just remember opening the door and going, Mom, I'm home, and she goes, you home? Let me see your eyes. Let me see your eyes. And I want you to know, when you're 16 and someone goes, let me see your eyes when you're high, you go from looking like a stoner to a crackhead real quick, you know? And my mother goes, let me see your eyes. And I go, well, what happened? She goes, what happened? What happened? And she had the best comeback. I go, Mom, you know, I went swimming. And she goes, shut up. You go swimming in drugs, Mikey. And I remember looking at her when I was 16 and being like, that doesn't even sound that bad, Mom. What are you talking about? We ended up having one of the most interesting arguments of my life that day because she started trying to use religion because she's an old Catholic lady. And in her head, she's like, you can't do this. And she goes, you can't come home on drugs. I don't like it. And God don't like it. And I remember just being high going, what do you mean? God made plants. Yeah. Weed is a plant. Yeah. God made weed. Yeah. No, you tricked me. And I went, I didn't trick you. Religion tricked you. She went, wow. I went, no, I gotta get the hell out of here, man. Like, growing up at home, too, I never thought that my parents would get into weed. But now, in the last few years, as it's been legalized, and it's going to be legalized, they've been getting into it. Like, a few years ago, this is true, my mother got breast cancer, and when she had breast cancer, she went through chemotherapy, and I convinced her to take CBD. And if you don't know what CBD is, it's the thing in weed that makes you feel good, but it doesn't get you high. And when I first gave it to her, she was so angry. She goes, I don't want this. I don't need this. This is drugs. I don't want drugs. And I went, it's not drugs. You're going to feel good. And then a few weeks after, she was like, this is the best thing I ever tried. This is amazing. Why the police arrest you? I feel nice, you know. Why I go to jail? Because I'm hungry? And it was one of the nicest things. And I was like, yeah, right, Ma? She's like, you better believe it. It's just crazy. And then eventually, like, one day she called me and she goes, I don't have no more weed pills. And I go, I don't have more. I have to order them. She goes, what do you mean you don't have? You have everything. Where's the weed? And I go, I don't have. She goes, what do you have? I remember being on the phone like, what do you mean, what do I have? She goes, what do you have? And I go, I have weed cookies. And there was a silence. And then she went, okay, bring the cookie. Is that incredible? And that wasn't even the best part because I didn't even know it was on speaker because then my dad went, tell him to bring 2 cookies, man.